Hello, hello. I am Lindsay, and let's get started. I want to dive right into my final project this semester. So, let me take you through the ultimate Taylor Swift analysis. So, upon hearing the assignment description at the beginning of the semester, my mind quickly went to my girl, Taylor Swift. So, here's just a quick rundown. First of all, a quote that I think beautifully describes Taylor Swift. Barbara Walters said, "Taylor Swift is the music industry." She has currently 9 studio albums. However, in this project, I only talk about 8. That is because in the last 2 days, she has released another album, her second album in 5 months. And so I have not analyzed that one as far as the others, so these studies are only the first 8. She has covered over 3 genres in her albums, in her work, 117, 134 with the new album, songs, 44, 45 music videos. She has been nominated for 785 awards, and she has won 348 of those awards. Over her 5 tours that she has done, she has grossed $941.8 million. Basically, Taylor Swift knows what she is doing. So for this project, I created a monster Excel document, which I will be sharing as well. These are just a couple screen grabs to kind of show a little bit what I went through for this project. I went through each album and made note of anything that I thought was pertinent or that could help me kind of analyze her and her work a little more. So here are some of the things that I tracked. First of all, her vocal range. And you can see at the bottom there's a key so we can know exactly where we're talking about with each statistic. Her vocal range when she began was 22, and that is 22 piano keys. I tracked this on the piano, and so that is how I'm measuring it. By the end of her album Folklore, which was released this summer, she increased her 22 key vocal range to 30. She went both down and up. So this shows that she's getting better. She is practicing. This is her living. She's getting better at what she's doing. Sexual connotations as well as alcohol and consumerism references are made in several of her songs, but as you can see, her first 2 albums have none of it. Her Speak Now album has 1 reference to alcohol and consumption. Red doesn't have any. 1989 has 1, and then a big jump in Reputation, where all of a sudden she's talking about sex, she's talking about alcohol, she's talking about drugs. She is growing up a lot, and so is her audience with her. That continues on in her albums Lover and Folklore. Folklore has a whole section all dedicated to talking about an affair. Her albums really are changing and changing with her as she grows up. Another thing I tracked is swear words. And this is something that I was really interested in tracking because I felt like growing up and even in like high school when I was really into Taylor Swift music, it was always very clean music. You know, it was clean. There wasn't going to be anything bad. If it came on and my grandma was around, it was fine, you know. So her first album does have 1 D word. Then she has 3 albums without any. And then 1989 has 1 D word. And then again, in Reputation, all of a sudden she starts dropping some swear words. With the last album, Folklore, even dropping 3 F-bombs. So this is just a little insight, little look into some of the analyses that I did. So what does this have to do with our class and things that we've studied? I wanted to use Taylor Swift as an example of the uses and gratifications theory. So as we know, this theory is by Katz, Blumler, and Gurevich, and basically it tells us that people use media for all different kinds of reasons: learning, Companionship, in this case, like you feel like you know a celebrity, you really know them personally. Arousal being relaxation as well as sensation seeking. Escape, passing time, social interaction, habit. So what I want to do now is show how Taylor Swift's different albums and music can be specifically targeted with each of these categories. Basically, as I have always said, and now I have data to back me up, anyone can find any song by Taylor Swift that speaks to them because she has something for everything. Now, each of her albums is very similar to the songs within that album, and her albums don't really cross over. So let's get started. First of all, learning. Her newest album, Folklore, this is where you're gonna go. If you wanna listen to Taylor Swift music to learn something, listen to Folklore. First of all, there's a very advanced vocabulary. These are just a few of the words that I pulled out. Gauche, clandestine, wisteria, epiphany, mercurial. I can't even say some of those sometimes. These are advanced vocabulary. It's a lot more than just a kind of baseline pop song, okay? Also, her advanced stories. This is a song, The Last Great American Dynasty, where she tells the story of Rebecca and Bill Harkness, who Rebecca was the previous owner of Taylor Swift's house. So she tells stories. She's telling these more advanced things. That's not just so much telling love stories, or which I enjoy. But if you want to learn something, go to Folklore. You'll learn a new word. You'll learn a new story. You'll learn something new. Companionship, Fearless album. This entire album is full of songs that make you feel like Taylor Swift is your best friend. It makes you feel like you know her because she is saying things that is relatable to you. 15 is about high school love. It's about falling in love, and when you're 15 years old, you think you know it all. You think you have it all, and then you're going to grow up and you realize, I was 15. It's okay. You Belong With Me, classic love story. Forever and Always and White Horse are both about heartbreak. And then Change is about change. Change is all about having hope because things are going to be better, but things are going to improve. This entire album is just so relatable. You know, you listen to it and you feel like, wow, like she gets me. This is what I'm thinking. Next, we're going back to Folklore for Relaxation. This entire album was written in quarantine during the COVID-19 pandemic. And with that, she doesn't have as many added sounds as she does on a lot of her other albums. It's much more acoustic sounding, more slow, kind of chill music, as I like to say. This is the album that I put on and that you should put on. If you're feeling like you just want something in the background, something while you're driving, it's perfect. Turn it on. These are some great examples. Epiphany, Hoax, My Tears Ricochet. These are very slow, calm sounds. Then on the opposite end, we have sensation seeking. Sometimes you need pump up music. You want something to work out to. You're really mad or you had a hard day and you want to just listen to some loud music. That's Reputation. Reputation was Taylor Swift's dark era. It's darker, bolder songs. I mean, even just looking at the title of these 4 songs, I did something bad. Don't blame me. Look what you made me do. This is why we can't have nice things. These are very dark songs with very, very powerful meanings and powerful tunes, powerful lines, powerful notes. So you turn this on, you're going to hear synthesizers, you're going to hear drums, you're going to hear a deep bass. These are the songs you're going to turn on when you want to be aroused, you want to find that sensation, right? Escape. If you want to escape something, do just what Taylor Swift did. Kind of. Taylor Swift uses 1989 as her escape because this was her switch to pop from country music. Before this album, she was all country. And And the album before this, there was a little dabbling in pop, but now 1989, she's pop. This was her own escape. She was escaping country, and the songs on the album represent that as well. And so when we're listening to it, we feel that as well. Welcome to New York is again referencing that switch to pop. New York is the center of pop culture. Wildest Dreams, it's all about dreaming. It's about imagining this and what if this happened. It's again, you're escaping. Clean is talking about how great you feel after you get out of something that's bad. In this case, it's talking about a relationship. It's saying, this is how now, because I was able to escape that, I feel better. Shake It Off is kind of about the process of escaping. It's throw away all those things from the past, move on. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Just keep going. Wonderland, it's based off of the story of Alice in Wonderland, which that entire story is about escaping reality. And this song goes right along with that. Passing Time, one of my personal favorites is Lover. So Lover is a very lighthearted, fun, casual album, especially when you compare it to Reputation, which was released right before this. This album is full of songs with fun beats, very upbeat. There's no darkness in this album, and so it's perfect for passing time. If you're wanting kind of like some light music, but really fun and catchy, these are the songs you go to. I Think He Knows Me. It's my 5-year-old niece's theme song. She absolutely loves it because it is so good for passing time and just enjoying life. Social interaction, Red. Now, first of all, I want to mention the Swifties because while I am looking at the music specifically, the Swifties are Taylor Swift's fans, and it is such a tight group. And there is so much social interaction involved. If you get on social media and you find other people who like Taylor Swift, you're going to feel like you have a new social group. So that's just kind of on its own on the side, the Taylor Swift fans, Swifties. But now back to the music. Red. This is your dance party playlist. This album is full of these great songs to use at social interaction. You follow? So songs like 22, which is all about it's a party, okay? We are never ever getting back together. It is a breakup song, which Taylor Swift is known for her breakup songs. But this is not a sappy, love, heartbroken breakup song. It is upbeat. It's fun. It gets you moving. Everyone loves it. I mean, I realize not everyone loves it, but you know. Holy Ground, I Knew You Were Trouble, Stay, Stay, Stay. Again, just very much dance party songs, okay? If I'm in a big social group, we're having a good time, I'm not going to put on Folklore. As much as I love Folklore, it is not the time to play it. These songs are perfect for your social interactions. Which leads me to this. Taylor Swift can become a habit. And that is maybe where I am. Some may say that I have an obsession with Taylor Swift. But as you can see, according to the uses and gratifications theory, there are all kinds of reasons why we use media. Okay. Taylor Swift has successfully produced 9 studio albums in just over a decade. She has been able to reach people in all sorts of places in life. She has reached kids, she has reached adults, she has reached teenagers, she has reached those people who are needing an escape, those people who just need something to chill, some people who need something to pump them up. She understands the uses gratifications theory, and it's very evident when people listen to her that you can find something to satisfy your need, your search in media, why you're using media. So this is how I've been spending my semester. I have absolutely loved it. I have listened to every single one of her songs and analyzed every single song in the process, and it has helped me to understand the uses and gratifications theory even more. Thank you so much.